Netanyahu defends Gaza, plans amid strong criticism at UN Security Council. Paragraph 1. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defended his country's military plans for Gaza during an emergency meeting at the United Nations Security Council, stressing that Israel does not intend to occupy the territory permanently, but to defeat Hamas and ensure long-term security. Netanyahu said the goal was to liberate Gaza from Hamas, not to annex or control it indefinitely. Paragraph 2. Netanyahu outlined 5 key principles to end the war: the disarmament of Hamas, the return of all hostages, the establishment of a non-military civilian administration in Gaza, the complete demilitarization of the Strip, and a temporary Israeli security presence to ensure peace and stability. Paragraph 3. Israel's Security Cabinet has approved a plan to take full military control of Gaza City, targeting Hamas's last strongholds in the city and in central refugee camps. The plan includes creating safe zones for civilians and facilitating humanitarian aid delivery in designated areas. Paragraph 4. Netanyahu made it clear that Israel wishes to end the conflict as soon as possible. He stated, "This is the fastest and best way to end the war," adding that the operation is critical to dismantling Hamas and securing the release of all hostages. Paragraph 5. The move has faced strong opposition internationally. Several world leaders and humanitarian groups have warned that the offensive could deepen the already dire humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The United Nations has described the plan as deeply concerning, while countries like Italy have compared it to U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War. Paragraph 6. Conditions in Gaza remain critical. With widespread food shortages, malnutrition, and increasing death tolls, UN officials report that aid is unable to reach many areas, leading to the deaths of more than 217 people, including over 100 children, due to hunger and malnutrition. Israel has rejected accusations of a starvation policy, calling them Hamas propaganda. Paragraph 7. Recent strikes on food distribution centers have killed civilians, some in Israeli attacks, others due to misdirected airdrops of humanitarian aid. The ongoing conflict has already claimed more than 61,000 Palestinian lives, and aid agencies warn that the situation is likely to worsen. Paragraph 8. Inside Israel, dissent is also growing. Opposition leaders and families of hostages have criticized the plan and urged the government to return to peace negotiations. Protests have been held in several cities, with calls for a general strike if the government proceeds with the Gaza takeover. Paragraph 9. While Netanyahu's government remains determined to press forward, the international community views the plan as both politically risky and potentially disastrous for the humanitarian situation on the ground. The coming weeks are likely to be decisive in shaping the outcome of the war and the fate of Gaza's civilians. Numbered data style. Voice script. For reading aloud. 1. Netanyahu tells the UN Israel's goal is to liberate Gaza from Hamas, not to occupy it. 2. He lays out 5 principles: disarm Hamas, free all hostages, establish civilian rule, demilitarize Gaza, and keep temporary Israeli security oversight. 3. The Security Cabinet approves full military control of Gaza City, targeting Hamas's last strongholds. 4. Netanyahu says this is the fastest path to end the war and bring the hostages home. 5. World leaders and the UN warn this could worsen the humanitarian crisis. 6. Over 201 people, including 100 children, have died from hunger and malnutrition in Gaza. 7. Food centers have been struck, and aid deliveries have failed to reach many in need. The death toll now exceeds 61,000 Palestinians. 8. Protests rise inside Israel. Families of hostages demand peace talks and threaten strikes. 9. The world watches as Netanyahu's plan faces global criticism and Gaza's civilians face an uncertain future.